So the move to 5G really does bring a whole multitude of complexities and also options and opportunities for carriers. But with the flexibility that comes along with it means there's a lot more scope and a much wider attack surface. If we just think of moving capabilities into the cloud, instead of having your own data centers under attack and vulnerable to those attacks, you have your partner, your provider's data centers that become vulnerable as well, managed by a third party where you don't have the same level of even just physical control, let alone in terms of the various layers of access control. And then when you think about the opportunity but also challenge and issue of network slicing, that means instead of having one network to manage, operators will potentially have dozens of networks with different access policies, different points of integration, access to third parties in order to query core network data. All of this access brings opportunity, brings business opportunities, but also brings a huge amount of risk. And therefore, dedicated solutions to address and eliminate that risk must be on the roadmap and plans of all operators. It's really important to appreciate just how complicated networks are and how they evolve. But similarly, it's also incredibly important to remember that fraudsters and attackers will exploit any opportunity. Any potential opportunity they will exploit. Today, the most common source of threats is SS7, the 2G and 3G protocol used for signaling communication across roaming partners and interconnect partners. But why is that? Is it because it's the best known standard? Is it because it's the most available, etc., etc.? It's because it's the easiest to attack today. But as soon as the gaps in 2G and 3G are plugged, the attackers move on to 4G, and when they're plugged, they move on to 5G. The point is, all of the protocols are vulnerable. The attackers will attack the weakest point, and they don't care what protocol it is. They have, in the case of nation states, virtually unlimited resource to build attack vectors and to exploit those weaknesses. So operators need to address all of those protocols together. Now, really important, don't have multiple firewalls to address multiple protocols, because multiple firewalls means multiple points of management and multiple policies, and those policies may well conflict and be out of sync. Therefore, in order to synchronize your approach and to synchronize your protection, you need one firewall that is multi-protocol and cross-protocol. And when I say cross-protocol, that means not just managing all the protocols, but comparing information across the protocols, looking for consistency, because that is the hardest thing to fake and a very, very powerful way to protect your network.